It seemed like for years we didn't know much about each other outside of the clubs. It was just you would see the same people in front of the stage because we wanted to be there. We just were driven to be there.
No one's gonna tell me what to do. No one's gonna tell me how to be. I'm sure as hell not gonna listen to you. I'm sure as hell just gonna.
This was in 1980. Punk rock had hit in the big cities. Very little had trickled down into places like Norfolk and Virginia Beach, Virginia. I went to a party because there was a live band playing. Well, that band was playing Neil Young, but they were also covering the Sex Pistols. The few people that were there to see those punk rock songs were completely different looking. I just felt this immediate draw to this punk rock scene. A club had opened here called the Taj Mahal that was booking local bands, touring bands. I started meeting the people that were the core group, still to this day, of this hardcore Norfolk scene.
I would start to dig into the history about some of the bands that had been here before. And at the same time, Deborah was starting this Facebook page called Hardcore Norfolk, and there's a lot of enthusiasm.
This is something that we felt passionate about. I have been surrounded all my life by the most incredible artists, so many of whom have gotten no recognition whatsoever. And not just musicians. Our whole scene is extremely rich in artists of all types, but all of us have that common denominator. We love that punk rock style of music.
The main difference with Hardcore Norfolk is a lot of people sit on the sidelines and complain about the culture, or they complain about a lack of shows in the area, whereas almost everyone in that group is actually doing something, they're accomplishing something, and they are creating a culture.
I can go 2 weeks and never post anything on the Facebook page, and it's fine, it has a life of its own. It's very organic. People get on there and they post their own shows, and they post their own art shows are coming up. It is just there for the people who love it. When we met Paul, and it became a reality that there would be a way to document this, it seemed to also come together at the same time as Facebook, where people that hadn't been in touch with each other for 10, 15 years, all of a sudden were getting reconnected, were pulling those old boxes out of the attic and looking at stuff a lot of people that had stopped going out throughout the years.
At first, the movie started out as it was going to be like 40 minutes.
I had connections that had been around to see a lot of bands in the scene in the early 80s. Andrea Rizzo was our third partner on the movie that we made, and she was really active in the 90s. Between our connections and Paul's technical expertise, it just came together perfectly.
All three of us really shared extreme passion to do this movie, and it just grew. Over time, we just started getting more and more interviews, traveling, and it really took off.
There's no money involved in any of this. Everybody just offered their music, their old footage, everything. I think everybody wanted to see it as much as we did. It was an intense project, but I think it brought us all such great satisfaction. You could take any three people and they would make a different movie. It's who we knew, what our experience was, and who our connections were. We did not pick this subject at random and then decide to make a movie about it. It was our life, and we decided it deserved a movie.
The Hardcore Norfolk movie was one of the best things for exposure in this entire area. The people that put together are not musicians, they're just people that really love the music. They created an authentic version of our scene. It was such a powerful thing, and I'm so proud to have been a part of it.
There's a lot of great support and relationships within this small music scene that we just love, and we love to support, and we love giving them an outlet.
Baby, I can't help you no more. Cry, baby, don't you cry. Cry, baby, don't you sigh. Cry, baby, don't you try, don't you try. Want to, really doesn't matter to me. The way that you walk now, Texas